The Astros take a commanding 2-0 lead in the ALDS against the Chicago White Sox. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. Thanks for tuning in to Locked On Astros live reaction as we talk about the game today, what we liked, what we didn't like, but hey, we're going to Chicago with a 2-0 lead. Check us out on Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. This is Locked On Astros. We start right now.
Welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Heisman and Brett Htown Wheelhouse Chansey.
We are Locked On Houston Astros, and we are here for your daily Astros podcast. I'm Htown Wheelhouse with the live reaction of the Astros beating the White Sox 9-4 Game 2, in which they are 6-0 in their last 6 games against the White Sox at Minute Maid Park in 2021. We want you to make us your first listen. So in the morning, when you get in your car, tell your smart device about the podcast, Locked On Astros, subscribe to our YouTube channel or listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. We are free and easy to listen to. Apple, Google, Spotify, Odyssey, wherever you go to get your podcasts. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. Eric the Man Heisman is not here right now. He is actually probably getting back to his vehicle. He's at the game, and what a great game to pick to go to. Actually, either game 1 or 2 were phenomenal games to choose. And the Astros really took a hold of this game late. It was a battle at the beginning. The Chicago White Sox coming in are one of the top offenses in the league, and they sport a stout lineup. They had their ace, Lucas Giolito, who started the game off like an ace, striking out the side. It didn't look great for the Houston Astros to begin that first inning, and you wondered how it was going to go if Framber was going to falter the way he did early, and Giolito looked to be just on point. After those 3 strikeouts, he didn't record another strikeout until the 4th inning. The Astros made this a competitive game. The White Sox made this a competitive game, and then their bats woke the heck up. That was insane. So I'm going to go back over here to the box score and check things out. I was actually watching the action unfold as we were doing projects in class. Kids were loving the fact that I had the game on in the background, and we were just taking it all in, focusing on the education. But the Astros would respond to a 1-run first where it looked like Framber Valdez, his pitch count was going to get out of hand. The White Sox easily could have scored 3 or 4 runs in the first. They only scored 1 run. They countered that with 2 runs in the 2nd inning. In this game, you only had 2 hitters that had multiple hits, and Alex Bregman and Kyle Tucker. Key hits, I might add, but everybody got involved in the action, even Chas McCormick. He had 10 hits, 9 runs, and only 7 strikeouts. Framber Valdez had a less than stellar performance. He did record 6 strikeouts in 4 1/3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned, as opposed to Lucas Giolito, who only had 4 strikeouts. He did give up 4 earned runs, and he had 5 walks to Framber Valdez's 1 walk. This was a great, great win. You did not want the White Sox to get back in the mix and split the series 1-1 going back to Chicago. This team, when it's firing on all cylinders, oh my gosh, the skies are the limit. Let's see what our fans are saying. What a series, Thomas Rodriguez Jr. says. Better than blowout from the get-go. That's right. And also, Wheelbite says, I'm sorry to everyone who had to find an MLB Network stream. No wonder baseball can't find new fans. They're only talking to old white men who disagree with modern strategy and equipment. It was weird listening to the commentators talk about the game. And they talked about how Carlos Correa was aware of all his analytics, his defensive runs saved, and OPS plus, and they were impressed with that. And that's just the way baseball's going. That's what this Astros team is. But here's the thing. You're ace or one of your aces, Framber Valdez, did not have ace stuff today, and you still won 9-4. That's absolutely insane. That is just, you love to see it. Chas McCormick had a good game today. I was kind of questioning why Jake Myers goes 2 for 4 in his first playoff game, and then you sit him and you put in Chas McCormick. The bottom line is both of them deserve playing time because they're both very good young ball players. Some say Chas is better with the breaking pitches than Myers, but you know what? He came in, and the first thing he did was he contributed by a sacrifice fly, and that helped them get on the board and push them ahead early. So Chas did a great job today. I don't think Chas or Myers are a bad option. I don't think one's necessarily better than the other right now. I think they're pretty even. But my only complaint was, or my own concern was, you had Myers get 2 hits in his first 2 postseason at bats. He's hot. Let him keep going. But you can't let McCormick sit on the bench too long. So it'll be interesting to see who Dusty plays in game 3. Knowing him, it may be Jose Siri because Dusty does Dusty things. And later on, in the second half of this, we are going to talk about the relief pitching, how he rolled out the relief pitchers. Ultimately, it didn't really result in much damage, but it was questionable, some of the moves and the placement of those relievers, and we will talk about that. Yeah, the White Sox are running their mouth. The White Sox have always run their mouth. Tim Anderson's always run his mouth. Rodon, one of their pitchers, has always run it. I mean, they've all talked smack, and that's okay. They've got swagger. It's okay if they talk. The Kimbrel signing, we came out today. Someone said the Astros won the Kimbrel signing. Kimbrel looked terrible. He's had a 5+ ERA since joining the White Sox. Before that, he was lights out, like a .91 ERA. And so I'm glad that we did not sign Craig Kimbrel. But look at this. You had doubles by Correa and Brantley. You had a home run, a massive home run off of Tucker. That was actually the first home run that Craig Kimbrel has allowed in 2021 on a knuckle curve. Now, on that knuckleball that he throws, he's not had any home runs hit off of it. Kyle Tucker did something that no one else has been able to do. And I don't know if y'all caught this. I was watching some of the pregame here and there during my lunch break, and Jeremy Pena, who is on the taxi squad, was actually taking ground balls with Carlos Correa. And I thought it was kind of bittersweet seeing that. Correa was mentoring him, talking about glove placement and stuff and movement, and Pena was soaking it in and listening. And you just wonder what's going on there. This is weird. Like, is Carlos Correa mentoring his replacement? Is Carlos Correa going to stay and Pena's going to be a utility guy and play other places? It just is one of those things. Awesome. Larry, the GM, saw Eric. Someone earlier said that they saw Eric. If you got a picture with them, send it to me on Twitter. I'll send you some baseball cards. Yeah, Eric was there. He was wheeling himself around. He's still dealing with the boot and the foot, so he was definitely a gamer getting there. Yimi Garcia saw 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit. Phil Maton came in, and Phil Maton, oh my gosh, this guy, like, he is quiet. He is shutting down the haters, the people that were talking bad about him. He's come in 2 straight innings, and he's done great. Stanek came in. Stanek crushed it. I know he gave up a walk and a hit, but he had 2 strikeouts. And that long fly ball that Tucker almost misplayed, it was still an out. And he actually got the win today. So Stanek gets the win, gets I think his first playoff win ever. Then Stanek and Presley come in, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But what I want to talk about is this. The White Sox. Yeah, I want to talk about the White Sox. Go look at the box score, and let me tell you this. You have a team that gets 11 hits, and if I tell you they have Tim Anderson, Luis Robert, Brian Abreu, their top 3 hitters, and they go 8 for 13, and I tell you they got 11 hits total, you probably say what? The White Sox what? The White Sox win. They didn't. The top 3 hitters in this lineup crushed the Astros pitching. Not necessarily crushed. They got a lot of singles, but they got a lot of hits. And the Astros still overcame that. That is something that not a lot of people are going to talk about. But here at Locked on Astros, we are your team every day, and we're going to talk about that no matter what day or hour it is. And we're going to always make sure that we bring you the best coverage out there. The only Daily Astros podcast we want you to make us your first listen. And today's episode is actually brought to you by Built Bar. Built Bar is the best tasting protein bar on the land. It has 130 to 180 calories. It has 4 to 5 grams of sugar, 4 to 5 grams of net carbs, 17 to 19 grams of protein. This is a great bar. It's great for the healthy, conscious guy or girl. I slam a Built Bar before a workout, sometimes during a workout, and it doesn't blow up my diet. Go check out Built Bar. Go to built.com and use the promo code LOCKED15 to get 15% off your first box. And Built Bar is the best tasting bar in the biz. So go check them out right now. Hey, Johnny Munoz, I mentioned that on Twitter. This offense, great job. But the defense is what saved this game. If the defense wasn't there, those 4 runs turn into 8 or 9 runs. You turn into the Astros tie it up 9-9 going into extra innings. That's what would have happened. And what tremendous defense there was. Correa, Altuve, the outfield, Martin Maldonado, everybody, the pitchers, the defense, everybody pitched in. And it was definitely a team win. This was the epitome of a team win today. But again, the White Sox got all these hits and they got nothing to show for it. I mean, Luis Roberts batting .714 right now. Abreu's batting .500. Anderson's batting .444. On the other side of the coin, Alvarez .600. Carlos Correa .500. Brantley .333, Bregman .429. And let me tell you, I said before the playoffs started that Bregman needs to have a breakout playoff year. He has had key walk-off hits. He has had key hits, but he needs to come in and hit for average and get on base and score. And you know what he's done? He's done that. He's hit singles and doubles when you need him to. He is just doing great. Yordan Alvarez hitting RBI singles. Michael Brantley hitting doubles, just killing it day in and day out. And these first 2 games, if this is any indication of how the rest of the playoff games are going to go, I'm here for it all day, every day. Framber Valdez, I don't know what the deal was today. He just didn't seem to have his stuff. He didn't look comfortable. It just didn't look right. It helped having Martin Maldonado behind the dish to keep him calm. And I thought it was the right move to pull him. We know, yes, Zach, we know the Astros are allergic to sweeps. But you've got Luis Garcia, I believe, probably going in this game 3. And this right here is the perfect game where I think Luis Garcia can come in and shock the world. And so Carlos Correa, Johnny said, because I haven't watched any of the post-game interviews, Carlos Correa talked about it after the game that they all take a ton of pride in their defense, and they do. They work on it. They do work on it. And Jeremiah says they know the difference between a greyhound and a racehorse today, boys. That's right. These guys, they just did a phenomenal job. And Johnny says, hey, give Chicago credit. They kill left-handed pitchers. I mean, you know, they do. I mean, like I said, they got hits, but it wasn't enough to win. It wasn't enough to win. And we are all hoping for a sweep, Al. That's right. Paul Valadez, and he said everyone in LA are not afraid of the Giants. They're afraid of Houston. That's right. That's right. It will be a long time coming when we get to play them again. Hopefully we can make it past this round, the ALCS, and on to a World Series. And what exciting games are on tap tonight. Oh my gosh. The Braves are playing tonight. The Giants and the Dodgers are playing tonight. They were like 9-10 on their series this year. It's just insane how close these teams are matched up. And those teams are going to beat up on each other. So we want all these other teams. I need the Red Sox to take the Rays to like all 5 games. I need the Red Sox to extend that series. I don't see the Red Sox beating the Rays, guys, at all. I see the Rays and the Astros being a heavyweight bout. Randy Arozarena, Yordan Alvarez. You know, I mean, just these guys, McClanahan, McCullers. I mean, the sky's the limit with the potential matchups. But you got Kyle Tucker hitting like crazy, like a madman. You got Bregman on fire. Altuve's getting hits when he needs to. Correa, pay the man already. Pay the man. He is earning that paycheck. He is so fired up. I mean, Maldonado missed 2 balls today. He hit 2 balls. They were rockets off of his bat. That man, if he maybe hit it a centimeter like lower or higher on that bat, that ball's going over the right field fence. He could have easily had 2 home runs. And also, we are brought to you by today by Bet Online. Bet Online, they are your sportsbook experts. The football season is here. The gridiron is here. And in Texas, we know all about football. So as always, Bet Online is your number one spot for pro and college football action this season. With the new updated website and interface, even more odds, props, and contests, BetOnline continues to be the number one source for everything football. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Don't forget to use the promo code LOCKEDON to receive your welcome bonus. From football, basketball, boxing, right to your favorite Vegas casino games, don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your sports. BetOnline, where the game starts here. So that's all the commercials we got for tonight, so we can talk about this game. I mean, what a game. And right here, Mike B, I'm going to throw this comment up here. He says he likes seeing Bregman laugh at himself when he made a bad throw. Shows that he's getting his swag back. Yeah, I think what happened, because I was listening to Costas and Showalter talk about it, it looked like he tried to not throw the ball. And when he tried to not throw the ball and hold on to it, the ball slipped out of his hand because he knew he wasn't going to get the out at first, rather than throw an errant throw. And we had talked about that during the season. There were a few times where either Correa or Bregman or Gonzalez or someone, they were making these throws and forcing throws to Yuli, and balls were going past first base, and they wanted to clean that up, and they did tonight. It was unbelievable. This game, from the relief pitchers picking up Valdez, to the offense picking up Valdez, to Graveman coming in. And I don't know about y'all, so let's go ahead and get into this Graveman thing, since we're kind of in this last segment. I don't want to go too long here. Eric is not here. If you have not if you're just now chiming in, Eric is probably on his way back from the Astros game. He got to attend. He got to be there. I'm going solo on this live reaction. We may do something else over the weekend, but anyways, we just love you guys. Thank y'all for listening to us. We want you to make us your first listen every day for Locked On Astros. And you know, Graveman did a great job. He came back and he battled. I do question, I'll be real honest, I question Stanek, Presley, Graveman order. Now, again, it worked out. Again, I'm not Dusty Baker. I haven't won 5 division titles with 5 different teams. So who am I, right? But it just seemed counterintuitive to reverse the order. Like, is Greinke not well enough to pitch? I would have thought Greinke would have been a decent put in towards the end of the game. I thought Greinke, you could have bridged Greinke in there between him and Graveman, or between him and Presley. I know you put Presley in there because he's got the hot hand, he's pitching well, and you need to put a 0 on the board. But when Graveman came in at first, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's so shaky. And then he comes back and he gets a huge out and gets a huge strikeout, you know, to close out the game, and just phenomenal ending. So maybe this, exactly, why no Greinke? You know, I don't know, Larry. That's a question we all have. But guys, maybe Graveman needed this to build some confidence. Because let me tell you, if Graveman is shaky at best when he gets out there, he's not going to have much value for this team as a relief pitcher. But if he's tested early in a time when he's not, I guess, in danger of giving up a 5-run lead, I don't think they would have never let him give up 2 or 3 runs. I think maybe 1 run and he's done. You've got to put him in those pressure situations. You've got to get him out of that. And maybe Greinke, they're holding him off till the road because he's a veteran. Maybe he comes in after Luis Garcia. That would be a really good combination right there. But Greinke is not the kind of pitcher that I think would thrive in this situation. Um, Today, I think Greinke comes in when we're in Chicago, the more experienced guy on the road. He may do better in a ballpark that's not necessarily a home run hitting ballpark like Minute Maid Park. But, I mean, at the end of the day, is it bad luck? At the end of the day, is it that Graveman's in his own head? It may be that Graveman just mentally is getting in his own way. And so the Houston Astros complete the first two games with two victories. And this one I thought was going to go down to the wire. I was like, okay, this is the White Sox that we thought were coming to Houston. They were going to be competitive. They're scrappy. And we go from there. And so it's just one of those things where you wonder, do they take this momentum into Chicago and just clinch and go game 3 and you're done? Or do they go to a game 4? I don't want to push it to a game 5, but if it is, it's at Minute Maid Park and I'm not worried. So at the end of the day, it's just one of those things where you are glad they got both wins in Houston. They weren't able to steal any momentum from you. And you get to go to Chicago, fly on the victory plane, and the White Sox have a lot to think about. So Bummer got the loss. Stanek got the win. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to pick a player of the game. And it is not easy to pick a player of the game in today's game, but I'm going to have to give it to Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker is my player of the game of ALDS Game 2 because he is just an outstanding up-and-coming superstar. Major League Baseball is definitely on notice right now. Oh, Johnny Munoz said Altuve. Altuve could get it for his glove. Stanek could be pitcher of the game. And so, I don't know, someone's saying they want to ask me a question. Okay, well, ask away. Ask away. Go ahead and ask away. Ask me a question here. Great defense. So, I mean, defensive player of the game maybe is Altuve. Pitcher of the game maybe Stanek. So it's just one of those things where the Houston Astros come in and they basically take a commanding 2-0 lead. They put the league on notice, and it's time to go to Chicago. Let's go to Chicago and let's wipe the floor with the White Sox. You said Yordan Alvarez. You know what, guys? Let's just give the MVP to everybody on the team that played today. I mean, this was a team win. Would you have added Marwin over Siri? No, I would not have added Marwin. I'm sorry. Marwin's not on this team for a reason. And Jake Odorizzi's pissed that he's not on this team. I was really surprised about him not being on this team because he was a veteran. And so anyways, this was a whole team win. I picked Kyle Tucker. Some of you guys say Altuve. Some of you guys say Alvarez. The bottom line is this is a team win, and a team win gets you there. And it's just beautiful to see this team come together and everybody pick each other up. Well, this has been a live reaction of Locked On Astros, the only daily Astros podcast out there where we give you the latest and greatest updated news on everything Houston Astros. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. For myself and Eric the Man Heisman, we bid you adieu and good night. 2-0. Let's go ALS champs. Let's go to Chicago and let's sweep it up and let's get ready for whoever wins the Rays and Red Sox series. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be good. Enjoy your family this weekend. Hey, go watch some more baseball with some buddies. And don't forget that when you are with Locked On Astros, we want you to check out Locked On MLB. Why? Because you have Paul Francis Sullivan, bringing you the unique perspective of the Major League past and present. And let me tell you, if you don't know this about Sully, he picked the Astros to beat the White Sox. So go check him out, give him some love, let him know that we sent you. I'm Htown Wheelhouse. I'm out for the H. Y'all have a good one, folks. And hit me up on Twitter at Htown Wheelhouse. Hit Eric up on Twitter at Eric the Man Heisman. And we will talk to you soon. Let's go for the H.